Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. How are you today? So, I like to explain for some of my first timers. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. Um, they talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades, and I need to decipher the picture and explain it to you the best way that I can. They never waste a message, so there's always a reason for what they show or say. They don't always tell us what we want to know, it's what we need to know. So this is not an exact science. Sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. They don't give me all the details because the details are none of my business. That's their deal. They'll give me enough to where you should be able to understand what it is. So if it doesn't ring a bell right now, you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what she's talking about. So they don't waste their energy. But like I said, this is an exact science. Just the best way we can communicate. So we're going to talk to Natalie today, and she says, call me Nat. So somebody used to call her Nat. Oh my gosh, she's got such beautiful, loving energy. Beautiful. So full of love. She's immediately making me itch right here. So you will feel that it's since we don't have fingers anymore, when they touch, it kind of might feel like hair tickling you, a bug crawling. Sometimes it's really hot. Sometimes it even feels like a pin sticking me, and I go, hey, that's a little too rough. And you can say the same thing if they get a little too forceful. It hurts. So she just kind of poke, like, here I am. She's holding up a big bouquet of red roses. She's not saying why. I don't know if somebody has recently brought her some roses or somebody used to give her roses on special occasions, like on a regular basis. She's showing sitting in a chair in a living room. She's knitting or crocheting. It looks more like knitting, but she's doing something with both hands, and I can't tell which it is, but it looks like something like knitting or crocheting or something like that. It could be needlepoint, but it doesn't look like that. She says, I am good. I did make it to where I needed to go. I know you need to know that. But I can still come see you. And it's like she's comfy in this living room. It's just like she's really comfy. And I always tell all my people, I promise you 1,000%. They can hear you, they can see you. Talk to them as much as you want to. And then kind of watch and see what happens. Like, ask her a question. And then just kind of see what might pop up on the TV or on the radio, or somebody might say, sitting in a booth next to you that you don't even know. Watch for those little things because they actually come in, the answers will come in that way. May not be that exact second, but it'll be real close. She says you're needing confirmation that she's okay. So ask that question. Somebody in the next booth might mention the name Natalie or Nat, or somebody might talk about the same type of situation. That'll be a confirmation. She's kind of making a big deal out of it, like it's very important that that be done. I still love you, both of you, and she's talking about Carolyn. She's talking about you and your dad. She's talking about the two of you. There's nothing to be mad about, nothing at all to be angry about. She is nothing but full of love. I mean, she is just pure full of love. Going back to these roses. So the roses are a big deal. She's talking about a dog that was like a horse. I don't know if she's talking about. I'm seeing a picture of a Great Dane, but that could be because I'm thinking that's a pretty big horse-looking dog. She's talking about a dog, but it's more like a horse. And then she's kind of laughing, calling him. She says him, a gentle giant. Now she just keeps saying the word sweet, 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 sweet. Thought she was going to say sweet Caroline, but then she just sweet, sweet, sweet. Everything is so sweet. Everything's much sweeter down there than you can realize until you get up here. Make the most of it. Make the most of the time you have left with the ones that you have. Make those memories. Oh my God. Now she's talking about that Google commercial that just came out during the Super Bowl. The one where the man's talking to Google and to asking Google to send him reminders of his wife that's gone. That one makes me cry. All right, now she's going to a bathroom. She says, where'd you put your shaving cream? And she's showing actually a can of shaving cream sitting by the bathroom sink. Where'd you put your shaving cream? So watch for the shaving cream. I don't know. They don't always give me all the details. So the shaving cream could move. It could fall off. It could be you have to look for it, that she's going to hide it. Those heavier objects are a little harder for them to move around, you know. It's because we don't have fingers when we're gone, so they have to learn to use their energy. And if you've ever seen the movie Ghost, where the guy is in the subway with the spirit, and Patrick Swayze is learning how to kick the can and flick the bottle cap, it is that, except for the demons at the end, that's one of the closest movies that I have found to how it actually is in my experience. So I don't know about her actually physically picking up shaving cream, but watch for it to move, or maybe it'll just start dripping all the time until it's empty. Something. Anyway, there's a there's a certain perfume that she used to wear. She's calling it Eau de Toilette, or however you say that. However, back in the day it was Eau do toilet water or whatever we called it. So whatever that smell is that she wore, like when she went out dressed up or whatever, you're going to get that smell, or you've already had that smell. And usually it'll be just a little whiff of it. You get that little whiff, and that's how they let you know that they're thinking of you, that they're around. Um, Hello, I love you. She says, how could I ever be mad at you? You were my love. Okay, she wants me to go back to the smell. You can have that smell in your car, walking down the street, in your house. Doesn't matter where you are in the store. You get that little whiff go by, that same smell. Know that that's her kind of checking in. When you get that, tell her, validate her, tell her you love her, bring you more. Um, and a lot of times, okay, she says, a lot of times when you like get the smell, say you're in the store, you might look around and see what is right there immediately around you that would remind you of her. Or if you're watching TV, what is on that TV right at that second? Or if you're driving down the road, what is on the radio right at that second? And it'll be something associated with her in some way. Could be her name on a billboard at the exact moment. She mentions camping, not saying why. Camping. I have my hand in front of my mouth. Sorry, I got a little nasal cold going on. Our baby sure is beautiful. Look how she's grown up. She's saying that she has the same loving, caring energy that Natalie had, but hers is a little quieter, a little more subdued, a little more hidden, a little more covered up from the pain of losing her. And she wants her to bring that back out. She says, let your light shine. Go out and jump around. Go out in the yard. She wants to say something to you, Carolyn. Go out in the yard, no matter how cold it is, jump up and down and just go, woo! Just do one of those things like, yes! Just get that energy pumping. Let that lampshade off. Let it fly. Let it fly. It's just the way life works. So I think she's answering your question like why this, why that. It's just the way life works. So she's answering your question you've got in your head. She says, was life perfect? No. But yes, it was. We look at things so different once we get up there. So she says now that she sees it from that standpoint, she sees it as being perfect. Even though we don't see it as perfect when we're here because we have all the little humps and bumps and the lessons we have to learn, she's seeing it as perfect the way it was. So she actually takes her hand. Of course, I have no idea what you look like. And It's like you're sitting in like a recliner or something. You're sitting in a chair, and she actually takes her hand and she brushes her hand over your hair, smooths your hair back, and she kind of giggles, says, "Getting a little thinner, getting a little thinner." You will actually feel that if you're open to it. You will. It won't feel like me if I took my hand and did it to you, but you might just feel like your hair kind of moving or tickling on the way back. You might feel the warmth of the energy when she does that. It could feel just like goosebumps just going across there. Now she's in the kitchen. She's in the kitchen, like moving silverware and stuff around. She goes, "You got everything in the wrong place. You've got things in the wrong place." It's like she wants to rearrange the spoons and everything. And she's over by the sink. Does it have to be that exact location? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a general picture of being in the kitchen, but it's like she wants, no, no, that doesn't belong there. It belongs over here. How am I supposed to find it? So you will probably hear, seeing as how she was in the silverware drawer, you will hear that little rattle of silverware. So if you're sitting in the living room and you think, and I usually ask mine, when we do these readings, don't come up with something that's going to stomp around and bang on walls, even though some of them do. They'll think their house is haunted. It's not haunted. They're just coming to visit. They're just coming to check on you. So when you hear that, sitting in the living room or something, watching TV, and all of a sudden you hear what sounds like silverware clinking, validator. I know that's you. I know that's you, Natalie. I love you. And let her know that you know that's her. All right, did you recently lose something like under your bedspread? Like you were ruffling the bedspread. I don't know if you lost a sock in the bed, or you were ruffling the bedspread like you were shaking it, like looking for something that. She's laughing. And I almost feel like it's a sock. Um, she's laughing. Whatever it was, she hit it somehow, or maybe she's just acknowledging she saw it, but I think she had something to do with it. So even if you didn't physically take the bedspread and shake it like that, you were looking around in the bed like, okay, where did it go? Where did it go? I can't find it. They do like to have fun moving stuff and hiding stuff. All right, she's talking about young ones, really, really young ones. I don't know if they're grandkids. And I'm not quite feeling the relationship, but they're little youngins. She said one, then two, then three. Three. So I think she's including all of them like in a group. She goes around and checks on them. It's almost like I feel like two different connections, like nieces and nephews and grandchildren. And so like all in a group. little kids, and she's showing them young enough. Well, they're not all going to be the same age, but like 3, 4, 5, some, in that really young category. I'm muttering. I get a head cold. My brain's kind of muttering. And anyway, when they're that young and they haven't been told yet that their imaginary friend is not real, they see them, they hear them, they interact with them. It's like she walks amongst them and they all go, it's like nothing to them. And it's not to little kids. And it never has been until we get older, like 8, 9, 10. And then our parents go, you can't have an imaginary friend. Stop that. Little kids can see and hear them easily. So can animals. So if you have an animal, watch the animal because it'll stare like there's nothing. It'll stare at the wall or in a corner when actually it'll be watching her. Or a dog sometimes even barks at them when they first start seeing them. So they'll be barking at nothing in the house. I need to remember that next time my dog starts barking. I tell it, shut up. There's nothing there. She's telling me, ooh, that coffee is really good. So she's liking my coffee. Does somebody smoke? She's holding up a cigarette, but I don't know that it's actually for her. And I don't know why she's doing that. She's not saying. Go out and breathe the fresh air. Get out of the house. Don't waste. Don't waste what you got left. She's talking about of life. Don't waste it. Every moment is precious. Make the most of it. We kind of just go blah, 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 day to day. We don't actually savor every moment that we have here. And she's kind of even saying it like that, like kind of making a point of every word that she's saying. Live it. Live it, love it. I want some more of it. She's very she's very happy. She's very peaceful. She's very, like I said, so full of love. Very calm, relaxed, mellow, good. Very good. Tell my baby I love her. Not to be too hard on himself. All is good. All is forgiven. All is right with the world. All is okay. And she says, perfect. Perfect in every way. And she says, you're perfect in every way. Now she's mentioning chocolates like you would get on Valentine's Day with the caramel in the middle. It may not exactly be the ones with the caramel in the middle, but that's the type of chocolate she's showing me. Like you get in the big heart box or whatever on Valentine's Day, that type of chocolate. Okay, she says a name like George Michael. Now, I really stink at names. Don't know why. I used to get them all exact. Don't anymore. So I'm not sure how to interpret George Michael. Those names probably will not be exact, so it's at least a male, maybe with a GM name, or maybe it's GE and MI, or GM. GM, George Michael. I'm not sure why she's acknowledging this name, but I just, whatever they say, I put it out there. So whatever pops into your mind first will be correct, I'm sure. She's acknowledging this person. So she is still very much popping in and out of everybody's life, checking on everybody. It's it's like they're on the other side of the wall. You can't see them. You can hear them sometimes, but we always go, nah, I didn't hear that. But they can still hear and see you. So they're just around the corner on the other side of the wall. It's just that I don't know how to explain it any more simple than that. It's they can still pop in and out. They can still come check on us and hang out and come and they attend all the special occasions. Something about an anniversary coming up or just past. Could be just past, but I feel like it's coming up. And she says, I love each and every one of you, just like I did when I was there. Don't think that love dies. It does not. And the one thing that I've learned in my experience is love is the ultimate thing when we get up there. It is the ultimate, and it's supposed to be here too. And that's what we're trying to learn to raise the love here like it is up there. Love is the bottom line. Love is the couch, doesn't matter. Love does. Okay, so she's leaving. So she's leaving these little signs. So once you start validating her, knowing that those things are her, try just popping in to say hi, you'll get more of them. And it'll always be something that first makes you think of her. It'll be her. I'm muttering. I'm muttering again. I'm good at that. See you later. Much love to you. She's blowing kisses. And she's spreading, when she blows the kisses, all these little red hearts come out, but they're spreading down to a whole bunch of you, not just the two of you. So she's sending all of her love. Very beautiful energy. Much love to you, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice.